In today's video, I'm going to show you how to format your text or text box with format options here in Google Slides. So formatting your text doesn't just end with the toolbar right here. What you can do is to format it with the format options as well. Now this is especially for the text box, so let's go ahead and do that. Go to format options, click on that right here. Or you can also just right click and select format options right here. So here in our format options, we have our size and rotation, our position, text fitting, drop shadow, reflection, and alt text. For the size and rotation, this is everything with your text box. Now how big or how small you want it to be. So if I resize it like this, you'll see that there are the adjustments in the width and the height. If I put it back, so that's the size of my text box right now. If we go to rotate, this is where you can change the angle of your text box. You can have it flipped 90 degrees or horizontally or vertically. You can also put in the angle that you want. Let's say you wanted to rotate it at the angle of 60, and there it is. So that's for the size and rotation. Let's go to position. So again, this is for the text box. We have it centered right now. You can have it in the top left. Now this is the x-axis, which is your horizontal axis. If you add to that, you're adjusting it to the right, to the left. So we're going to keep it in the middle. Same with your y-axis, which is your vertical axis. Going down and going up. Next one would be our text fitting. So the indentation can be with the left in your first line, depending on where you put your cursor. There you go. Right. And you also have your special indentation, which is the first line, or the hanging indent, which would be applied on the second line. I'm just going to select none for now. We also have the autofit. So this is formatted as do not autofit into your text box. But if we do select shrink text on overflow, if I resize this, my text size will also be adjusted. As you see here, if I do make it smaller, my text gets smaller as well. For the resize shape to fit the text, that would be if I do this, everything will still stay inside. If I do this, it will stay the same. If you do make adjustments, all of your text will still stay inside your text box. So that's for text fitting. Now we go to drop shadow. If I click on this, it will automatically put a check on that, and you'll see the shadow for our text in the background. You have the choice of adjusting the color, the opacity, the angle, the distance, and the blur radius. So if you don't want it in black, you can select another color, maybe green. Totally up to you. The opacity of that color, the lesser opacity, the less visible it is. You can also adjust the angle. Now you can only see the angle if you adjust the distance as well. So this is a good distance right now. Adjust the angle. You want it going to the left, to the right. Totally up to you. And the blur radius would just blur the shadow. So right now, if it doesn't have a blur effect, that's what it's going to look like. If we do add a little blur, then it smudges those fine lines into a blur. And there you have it. Our next one would be our reflection. So if I click on that, again, it will automatically check on it. Now you'll see the reflection. Let me just adjust it so you can see everything. Now if we adjust the size into 100%, you'll see the full text's reflection. Now if we just go to, let's say, half, then it's half of the text's reflection. We can also adjust the distance, how far and how close you want it to be. And again, the opacity of how clear or how solid those lines you want in your reflection. So maybe we'll stick to a lighter one. Let's make it not too obvious. Maybe 20. And that's good for me. And last but not least is our alt text. Basically, this is just adding a description on your texts or some elements that you have in your slides. You can add them here, type them, and those who want to read them may do so in their own time. So those are the options that you have for formatting your text box or your text with the format options here in Google Slides. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, do leave a like and subscribe for more helpful videos. See you on the next one.